Wah, 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 wah. Ah. I'm just testing my mic and the new sound settings. But hello everyone. Hi Nix and Cats on the first. Hi Naradoon, big love Naradoon. Hi there, big love there. Dave's gonna Dave's gonna do the bit for me. Thank you, Dave. Ugh, Mousy is so tired. Yes, Bear has his own thing. I need to make one for Naradoon too. Yeah, it's just Bar. I'm actually moving my mic closer so you guys can hear me better. Yeah. I know, Mousy, no, Mousy forget, Mousy blah 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 blah. Actually, let's get some background noises going. Where's stream? Let's get some music. Um, hmm. YouTube. Hey Drake. Nope. We'll do some relaxing Zelda music. Because, like, that's my whole mood today. For real. For real, for real. No cap. I have no idea what that means, by the way. I really have no idea what that means. Oh no, it's been a hell of a last couple weeks, man. And hopefully it's over. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, how is your guys' Monday? How is the start to your week? Hopefully it wasn't so bad, you know, like the Garfield hates Monday sort of thing. Blah, blah, blah. What to talk about, let's see. You know what? I did some studying today, and that's about all I've done today. I got some projects and stuff I need to get my ass moving on. Hi, Clay. Ooh. Are we gonna get to see these minis? The answer should be yes. It should always be yes. I mean, it doesn't have to be yes. I just like seeing everybody's artwork. Hopefully soon Dave will be able to do his minis. Because I want to see Dave artwork. Yeah, today, it's been, like I said, a pretty few stressful days for us. Yes, green. Always green. Don't listen to Dave. Green. Green and dark purple. Yep, there you go. Dark green, dark purple. what was it? Red, blue, green, and yellow. There you go. Those are your colors. After the Pokemon games. Lapis lazuli. Finally, yes, I'm painting them in the realm of life, so green armor, green energy, warm browns for wood and leather, bone for trims. I use purple for gems. Oh, cloth. Um, what's a good earthy color that's good for cloth? You got browns, greens. Head grass. I mean, yeah, like the darker oranges and yellows would fit. Because it makes you think of,
Oh.
I haven't yet. Nardu just said it in chat. Oh, you do? Hang on, let me get back to it. Oh my god, that's amazing! The fuck, Nardu!
Yeah, how can you?
The fuck, Nardu!
Like all the wooden set.
Nardu, you're so fucking talented! I know, right? If that's like just the test stuff, like that looks like a finished product. Oh, okay. I can fix that. I can fix that. I think I can fix that. Yeah, I know. I turned it down. Honey, I'm trying to be louder. No, thank you. If I eat anything next, it's gonna be some crackers and cheese. My belly's being messed up today. And being picky. Being a little bitch. Yeah, there was multiple the fucks, Nardu. The fuck. It's a finished base, technically. I just like to try a base scheme before applying it. Smart. Legit, that's smart. Oh, it's fine. It's, a combination of stress and medicine and more stress. Yeah, and the knee, and the IBUs with the knee, and... Yeah. Dave, yes, you said stress like 3 times already. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm stressed. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I was as smart as I said, I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I'm stressed. I gotta get in touch with the test people for my exam. Seeing how long I have to reschedule my exam, given the situation. Oh, it's gonna cost like $72. I already know that. And then I gotta get in touch with the foreign office guy and let him know what happened, and... Ugh. That's just the start of it. Thank you, Clay. Why didn't the alert work? Oh dear lord. If it's not one thing, it's another, I swear. Wait, stream elements. blah, blah. Yes, I want to see my alerts overlay, please. I know it worked yesterday or the day before.
You my mummy.
See, there it went twice. Did it actually finally do it like it was supposed to? I think it did. There we go. I'll keep it open just in case. Yes, only 70 more to go. You're fucking insane, dude. I love it. Let's see. So, what do y'all got going on this week? Any fun plans outside of work? Hi, Adam. Hi. How y'all doing? Oh. Man, y'all are too comfy. See, what is something I've been struggling with learning German, especially through apps. I want to work on one of my very special mini. Ooh. Oh. What makes it special? Oh. Nardi, that sounds awesome. So, Clay, I actually have been watching a well-known YouTuber streamer here in Germany, Gronk. And that's what because, like, you know, my vocabulary is almost up to keeping up with them. And so it's good practice for me to, you know, listen to, like, more everyday talk and stuff. My issue has been that with, so I've been using, like, Seedling. And Seedling, when I've used it, it, you know, like, it has you, like, repeat back the words and stuff that you're learning. And there was one where it gave me a plural form of octopi. And Dave freaked out, was like, no, that's an insult. That is an insult. Don't you say that word unless you're, like, being, like, really insulting to somebody. And then, like, today, it gave me a plural form of Unterricht. But Dave says there is no plural form of Unterricht. So yeah, that's been fun. Okay, hang on, let me go back up here to chat real quick. I missed some things. Which franchise? Well, there are only 200 of them. Oh! Yeah, I want to know now. And yes, Gronk is good German culture. Yeah, the plural form it gave was die Unterrichte. And here's the thing, the Seedling app is ran by the Easy German folks who are, you know, like there's like one or two of them that are like even German teachers and things like that. So I find it odd that those sort of mistakes happened. I also gotta redo. So Dave and I have been reading Die Vater Tod, and I was also doing it for the reading ASMR in German. But now I have to redo that video because for whatever reason, my mic, when you hear me talk, it sounds like there's like this weird metallic echo. It just doesn't sound good. Like, it annoyed me listening to it. You know, it's already annoying listening to yourself talk, you know? So I gotta redo that. But now Dave and I need to read some more of that. I'm looking forward to it. I like the book. It's a really good book. I look forward to reading more of Terry Pratchett. I know, right? I don't know a single instance where you wouldn't use Der Unterricht. The mini I work on is from the Shinigami Knight series from Limbo Division 209. Maybe plural, but die Unterrichtsstunden. Stunden. That would work, but in that case, it would be a hyper-specific use case for compound words. Yeah. And
I guess it could be specific.
yeah, I would agree.
Again, if you want to compound it, Unterricht.
Well, and even then, what you're taught about compound words is the article. The article comes from the last word, so it would be the article from Stunden there, and not Unterricht. But I mean, if it's plural, I guess it's D anyway, so it doesn't matter. But okay, maybe my line of thinking was flawed. Yeah, that's been kind of frustrating. But I've actually, so it's weird. I've been enjoying reading in German, even though I don't totally understand a lot of times what I'm reading, but it's somehow still really enjoyable. I don't know. Brain broke. I'm gonna be the cashier today. Actually, first I'm gonna fix my light. Ah! Oh. I crashed. Wait, no, you don't go there because you'll stop cars. I don't like this. There. That's a more reasonable place to put a bike. Ugh. Okay, reads German. I have no clue what I'm reading, but somehow, someway, it still sounds bloody angry. Hi, Reaper! Hi, Reaper Vapor! You should hear Dave speak German when he sounds angry. It's terrifying. But he sounds really nice when he's not angry. It says, to quote, "Get the fuck out of my sausage storage, you British swine." Oh, but how you doing, Reaper?
What's this thing here?
Shinigami Knights, Limbo. Oh, I don't have one for him yet. Add him to the list. No, I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. Gonna find out who's really naughty. And also nice. Santa Mousy. Haha, Mousy Claus. Oh yeah, how's Borderlands been treating ya? Something sits off my flower. Huh? Oh. Oh. I'm trying to translate this. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It sounds like another word for like dirty. No, that's smooch. Oh, butterfly. Ah, butterfly. I like butterflies. Doing good. Cheers and bloody busy as anything, so nice to get 5 minutes to relax. And it's good you can't beat a good bit of space. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Nothing beats going around and killing people with a gun. As an American, I would know.
Yes. Go off on my day, school. Also.
Hi there! I actually told Dave, you know what? It's crazy that I'm safer here, going out at night, walking through a bad part of town, than I am going to my high school in the US. How nuts is that? Everyone in English can't speak English. Everyone in England can't speak English. Look at Leeds or Birmingham. I haven't been that far. I've only been to the Isle of Wight. So there's no more. Bitch, I just cleaned up. Okay, hang on. I'm not reading that, Drake. I'm not reading that, Drake.
Ein Key-Ukraine. In einer ist noch einem Fahrrad Key-Ukraine.
Do I know what that? Do I even know what that means? Oh yeah, Mousy has to live in a country without firearms. It's amazing she hasn't gone insane, right? Where the fuck are my guns? Next, they're gonna like take away like all my fructose corn syrup. Ugh. Dragon, I'm afraid of the abyss in this place is staring back at me, so I refuse to acknowledge their existence. She lives with Dave. That's an. I wonder who works a retail job and is happy to finally get home, watch some streamers only for them to play SuperMarket 7, work as a cashier and call it a game. Well, to be fair, I've worked retail and fast food, and I'd rather play the game. Decline. Yeah, I want to scroll down. Germany has quite a number of firearms. We simply got way stricter, which is fair. Oh no, not the corn syrup. To be fair, Naraduna, the number of idiots that tried to fight me so far is pretty low. Yeah, Dave is pretty intimidating looking. Like, you look at Dave and you're like, no, I don't want to fuck with that dude. Except for me, the first time I saw Dave, I thought that he looked like the cutest dork I've ever seen.
You have to go with a smile with it.
You did smile at me, and it was adorable with your little snaggletooth. I love your snaggletooth. Americans need that to live. Yeah, we need the corn syrup to live.
You're still driving off for lighting your store. That can is not solid.
Have a DM. Oh, Drake, that's beautiful. I can't wait to see that done. Reminds, what do you mean Germany won't honor Mousy's Second Amendment rights? Bear, at this point, I don't think I'm American anymore. I think I've lost my American card. I like salads and veggie burgers now. Reminds me of a train drivers playing train simulator games on their off time. Britain, yeah, you got a license for that bazooka? Squeak squeak, kinda cool. Aww, I hope that gets to I know what that's like, and that sucks. I'm sorry. Didn't cost me nearly. Oh. Oof. That's a pretty penny. Let's see. I mean, there are some things that I don't think he's ever gonna get rid of. I'm trying to think of one right now. Who's staring at the butts of the customers? I mean, I don't blame them. Wouldn't you? I stare at your butt all the time. Well, you have a nice butt. You know, I think there are gonna be certain things I miss about the US. But I think it's mostly gonna be like, you know, through rose-colored glasses, nostalgia sort of thing. Or like, you know, oh, I grew up with that, so therefore I miss it because it used to be comforting to me. Sort of thing. But other than that, I'm very, very happy with what I have here. If anything, what I have here is much better. Like the other day at Madra's birthday, his mom made a salad, and oh my god, it was the best salad I had ever had in my whole fucking life. It was tomatoes, cucumbers, feta, onions, garlic, salt, pepper, rosemary, and some other herbs and oil. It was so freaking good. Hang on, let me get this one last customer and I'll catch up on chat. 17.55. Hi Joe, drive safe. Oh. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Blah, 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 blah. Dave has actually, yeah, he's doing pretty well at performing it. I'm slowly coming German. But Moria finally let me put her new color on. She looks adorable. Aww. That's good to hear, Nicola. Only costs 3 children, 10 donuts, and 2 firearms this time. Did the lady at the self... Quite possibly, Bear. Quite possibly. We know what Bear's into now, though. And they're called tramp stamps. Yes. They were trying to steal, but I have a bodyguard outside that goes and hits people when they try to steal. That's why they ran off. Hmm? Because you're not in my game. Be in my game and you can. Mousy was sitting in the corner, rocking back and forth the first few days in Germany, sucking a corn on the cob to get the corns around. Dude, no, when I first came here, I was so overwhelmed with everything. Like, Dave took, like, the first full day after I had gotten here. He took me through and, like, he explained some things to me, like, really important things I would need to know about the apartment and, like, where to go and things like that. And I still remember nothing of that. I was so freaking out of it. And so overwhelmed with everything. Ask me about the Racy Cup. So yeah, about like 3 or 4 months into being here, I decided, I found a Reese cup at the store. And Reese cups, were one of my favorite candies in the US because I mostly like the peanut butter. I don't really care for the chocolate part. The chocolate part's kind of ucky. But I like the peanut butter part. So it was like one of the big ones that's mostly peanut butter. So I got it. And I had it. And I was sick for the rest of the night. So no more. I learned like a year ago that a good chef can absolutely make a delicious salad, even using supposedly non-tasty ingredients like rucola. Rucola's really good. I like that. It has like a mustardy taste. It's yummy. It goes great in salad. Yeah, and even on Bug, yeah. It's really good on Bug, yeah. Joe is German. I'm not you just having your first person angle looking at people's butts. I don't know, I'm not paying attention to people's butts. You're the one paying attention to people's butts. Confirmed, Bear is a butt guy. One ice cream, please. Okay, Steven, but you have to scream, I have to scream, we all have to scream for the ice cream. Hi, Rai. How you doing? You scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream. Okay, we press enter to end the day. We can do that. You gotta go through and fix the prices every so... Oh, excuse me, every so often. Rucola is kind of better though, but this restaurant my family and I went to made a salad with walnut, goat cheese, and honey, and it was... I haven't had a salad with goat cheese in it yet, but it does sound good. Oh. Feta is goat. I did not know that. I learned today. Put it on the the sauce will flavor the bitter taste, but yeah, goat cheese is great for that. Can you have Wensleydale? You have to talk to Wensleydale. Because, you know, I'm not into the market of selling people. Oh wait, technically Jade does sell people. Fuck. No, Wensleydale's not for sale. Wensleydale's mine. And Poffles. Butts are nice, but you're into other things. Okay, well, now I'm curious, Bear. What is it you're into? Honey? Picnic baskets, boo-boo! Oh god, I'm showing my age. I mean, you don't have to, Bear. Consent is key. You're more than free not to answer. Oh, Wensleydale is cheese. Oh, I've never had it. But Wensleydale is also, Cella's D&D peepo in our D&D thingy. That's what I thought you were talking about at first. I go through and yeah, I did. I went through and changed all these. Micah! Dave, do your job. I'm paying you to be a mod. I am too. Do you want me to tell chat what I pay you in, Dave? Because I will.
New experience.
I think I pay you.
First time audience.
I think I pay you in blowjobs. Stretch. How you doing, Micah? As May would put it, I'm a normie. Boobs are nice. Boobs are really nice. Dave and I were actually talking about that last night. What's our preferences in women? Obviously boobs. Boobs are great. But honestly, I like hips. I don't know why. But that's what I'm into. Today was quite productive, and I had a very yummy queso pizza just now. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, we need to try that. There's still many things I need to try. But I look forward to trying them all. It's a noodle dish that has a cheese sauce on it. Yeah, they're like an egg noodle. I was supposed to remember something. I don't know exactly how they're made, but yeah, it's not like a normal pasta. It's not like pasta like you would think of it. Dave showed them to me in the store. One of our neighbors once clogged and burst their pipes because they tried to because they tried to flush the down the toilet. Oh no! Oh nine! Liza. They count as noodles. Ah. Is gum? What's gummin? Spaghetti and cheese sauce. Oh, it's like a carbonara. Okay. I hope they learn that you're not supposed to flush food through the toilet with that, right? Oh. I mean, yeah, that'll do it, Nardoon. They don't count as noodles.
So wet.
Oh. Okay, so technically correct. The best kind of correct, as Dave always says. Okay, but if you make spaghetti and you don't... If you make spaghetti noodles and you don't dry it, is it still... Okay. I'm glad that they were asked to move away nicely. Whole squad. I wish to ask how you accomplished that, because I would like to steal your method. I agree. Like, I'm personally not opposed to people who do that, so long as they do it responsibly and with consideration. That's the big thing. You know, it's like smoking. If you're a smoker, you need to be considerate of those around you. Because they didn't sign up for your bad habit. I swear, like, okay, so back in the early 2000s, when Indiana was going through, because it was like one of the last states to put into place the no smoking in public areas law. And I remember because I was working as an EMT at the time, and a lot of the EMS people smoked, and they were all complaining about it. And I was like, no, I think it's a good thing because once again, it's not right that they should have to sit in a building of cigarette smoke, and they didn't sign up for it. There's nothing wrong with going outside to have your cigarette, and if you don't like going outside to have your cigarette, then stop smoking. That's the important thing. Can that squad come and take my smoking neighbors away if my apartment starts smelling like Moscow in 1953 at 3 a.m. one more time? I will lose it. Oh, not much. Just a collective that way when your friend and helper asked about people with certain substances. When you get home and see 2 dogs with 3 folks in combat gear, just turn the engine off and be like, this is gonna be good. Yeah, that's a thing. And the unfortunate thing about that is Dave is asthmatic, and I get sinus infections from cigarette smoke. So that explains why I've been sick so much lately. I think it should be legal to okay, so Clay, what you're thinking, I'm also thinking of like public smoking areas, so like at amusement parks in the US. You know how for the most part, the whole amusement park is non-smoking except for a few designated areas? Would you still consider that bad? If they're smoking in a designated smoking area? Well, true. Okay. Then yes. I agree. Everybody needs to be considerate of others. Which is something Americans tend to lack. And consider... I don't want to talk about that because I can't run right now. I can't run. I don't know. At one point in the US, when I was going through my PTSD diagnosis, and like, my PTSD was so bad that I could not leave the house without, at times, having a panic attack. So my therapist actually suggested me seeing a psychiatrist to get like medical marijuana to see if it would help. And I was intrigued by it, and I would have been willing to try it to see if it worked. Unfortunately, I worked for the government, and since it's federal law that it's illegal, I wasn't allowed to partake.
Oh, by the way, I just read about that too.
And actually, Clay, that's like one of the things I struggled with working in healthcare and being a smoker is, you know, if you're gonna smoke and work in healthcare and work with patients, you should not smell like an ashtray.
I got a good story for that.
You need to come over here because they're not gonna be able to hear you.
So back when I used to work in Oslo, we had an elevator. That elevator was used to get patients into parts of the hospital, but it was also used by all the people going for a smoke break.
Ooh.
So every time you would put the person into that area, because that was needed sometimes, they could smell the cigarettes stinking. It was super uncomfortable. It was so bad. Because all the colleagues that just went for a smoke who carried so much smoke into that, because it was one of the little ones too, barely enough for a bed and a person to stand in. Oh.
I know there towards the end of my time in the US and working in like the hands-on side of healthcare that they were talking about just banning smoking on the premises altogether. So if you were a smoker, you were pretty much SOL. You pretty much weren't, unless you left the campus, you weren't allowed to smoke. And that obviously got a lot of pushback. I don't know how it played out. I don't remember. But yes, if you smoke, that's all fine and dandy. That's your choice. But let's not force our choices onto others. Hang on, now I gotta catch up with chat. Can we also ban perfume since it's warmer? All the women and also most men started stinking like a perfume store. Honestly, perfume and stuff is okay in moderation. The thing is people don't know moderation. Like, you're supposed to put, like, just the tiniest dab on your wrist and, like, a little bit behind your ears, like, your neck area. And, like I said, just the tiny... And then rub it, yeah, like, just the littlest bit. It's supposed to give, like, that hint. Not make you totally smell like it. And I think people forget that perfumes are to be a hint of something, not make you totally smell like it. And they're not a shower replacement. God, I know so many people who use Axe body spray as a shower replacement. Ugh. My personal pet peeve are people who don't get that you're only supposed to use small portions. Yeah. Like, I brought a perfume from the US. I bought it because it was like an expensive perfume. And it was like one of my self-treated things that I actually got for myself. And I absolutely love this perfume. I think I've worn it like maybe 2 or 3 times since I've been here. But like, yeah, I always do like just... I usually do like 1 squirt in the air, walk through, and that's it. No more. Because it shouldn't be any more than that. I agree. I have a system. Yeah, perfume can be... Like, oh, our downstairs neighbor. I don't know what she uses in her apartment, man. But when she opens... Yeah. But when she opens her apartment door, the whole stairway smells like a perfume store. Well, apparently, yeah, she has a cleaning fetish, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But, God, it smells so much. That, yes, but also I was on a slow food convention a bit ago, like smoked, baked, long stored, all kinds of awesome food, and then people walked around perfume to hell. Right? You want to smell the food, you don't want to smell perfume. Ugh, that is so yuck. When you can taste someone's perfume. Oh god, yeah. That chemically like bleh, 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 bleh. Oh no, you're fine, Clay. You're fine. I'm more or less just trying to make my stance clear because, you know. Hey, and if you're anti-smoking, that's fine. Can we ban Axe in particular? All the folks thinking they be a woman magnet with it and just owning up on it. No, you smell. I can flick an ember to you and you you will burn brightly. I think we use Axe body wash every once in a while, but it's usually not so perfumey. Yeah, Dave has the Axe body spray for like when he gets off a 12-hour shift. And if he like needs to go to the store or something. Which is fair, because nobody wants to smell BO either.
I just don't want the winter to. Imagine if all the smell follows me. I will fall off my bicycle.
We have this one designated smoking area at my workplace. Once I had to go through it during a fire drill, and it stunk so bad. The only reason a person should be smoking is if they're on fire. Yeah, that's the thing with cigarettes. It's like... So I grew up in a household where all the women on my mom's side smoked. And like, they didn't just like occasionally smoke, like they were fucking chain smokers. Like one right after the other. And I would always try to make it a point. When I worked EMT, you got 2 sets of, shirts and pants from the company. And I would work 3 to 4 days, depending on the week. It alternated. So I always made it the point, as soon as I got home, throw in the laundry. My mom would thankfully rotate it for me so I could go to bed. But I always tried to wash my clothes as soon as I got home and not take them out until I left the next day so they wouldn't smell like cigarette smoke, because if you live in a house with a smoker or somewhere that smoking is constant, it just sticks to everything. There are the people that take the old Axe advertisement serious. Also, say it with me. Perfume deodorant is not a... Yeah, exactly. My fear for Dokumi days. Fun fact, a former neighbor of mine was a victim of her own perfume addiction. Let's put it that way. She carried very visible scars. And the... Decolta? Oh, where I have mine.
This area, the decollete.
The cleavage.
Yes.
Yeah, where I have mine.
Yeah, let's put it this way. What Narendon wrote about was the amber that actually happened to her.
Oh, God.
She put way too much perfume on. A friend of hers and lied to it. Not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, it happens.
That's a mistake you only make once.
Yeah, Dokumi was bad over 10 years ago. Like, I struggle with the idea of Dokumi. Like, I want to go and see friends at Dokumi.
Dokumi is fun if you have fun. The outsides are fun if you don't have fun. Gardens.
Yeah, but see, I'd only go for friends.
That's what I did too.
I wouldn't go for any other reason.
So I did too. It was fun. Spend time drinking, eating.
Well, maybe...
Bodyguard for the youngest.
Maybe one of these years we can go. Not this year. I have body wash and beard oils and stuff that have light scents of vanilla or different kinds of smoked wood. Like, they are so nice, but no, there are tons of neck beards that load on. Oh, yeah. And honestly, like the things that you listed, the smoked wood smells, the vanilla, if done right, those are quite nice and subtle. Like, one of my favorite smells outside of lavender. I love lavender. I like natural lavender. Let's put it that way. But I also love jasmine. I love the smell of jasmine. But like, so many times I would get something because it said it was a fragrant of jasmine, and it would just be so flowery and perfumey, and it would stink. Other times I would get it and it would be the more natural, the more subtle. And why can't people just let things be natural? I like stuff that contains methanol. I just love the cold feeling on me. Yeah, I can confirm he does. Is Is my... Yeah, I think my lip syncing is off. I just noticed that. Ba, 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 ba. Aha! There we go. Fixed it. I also recommend Dokumi. Well, hopefully one year we can all go together. That'd be fun. I think I will eat eggs and beans for dinner tomorrow, and when a perfume person comes in, I just... Yeah, do it. Do it. Dude, I wonder if Phoenix is gonna come again for Dokumi. That would be pretty cool. I also hear you bake cookies for Dokumi Naradun. I'll trade you some of my cookies for some of your cookies. Oh wait, I already did this one. Dark Toblerone chocolate chunk ones. Maybe this year I'll make them in the salt. Ooh. We'll have to see, Micah, with how things go for us. I need work. I need to get onto my German. Nobody bought yogurt. Wow.
You hold it.
Chupa chup? What are chupa chups? Lollipops? Suckers? Get two of those. Last time I was at Dokumi, a friend of mine had a cosplay of one of the Fire Emblem thieves. He carried a gigantic sack full of lollipops to give to people. Honestly, that sounds awesome. I like suckers. Oh, I never told you, Dave. Like, not long before you and I got together, an ex-boyfriend had actually gotten into contact with me. And, yeah, we were talking, you know, just catching up on random things, this and that. And, I told him, you know, I'm a VTuber. And, you know, showed him my model and everything. He's like, oh, so do you go to conventions? I was like, well, I haven't yet, but I probably will eventually one day. He's like, will you cosplay as your, you know, as your character? I was like, I mean, maybe the dark outfit. I'd do that. And he's like, oh, so for the tail, would you use a butt plug? I was like, okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Well, but you had a good conversation going. And then he let the dick decide.
Exactly. We had a good conversation going, and then he had to go there. Yeah, exactly. Also, guys, welcome to being female on the internet. And no, if you're curious, that will never happen. And I actually make it a point with artists to try to put the tail, like, up further onto the back, so it doesn't look like one. Yeah. You know what I also okay. So we were grilling for Mandra's birthday the other day, and one of Mandra's family members loves to go to concerts, and so they were talking about that. And I'm 37 years old, and I've never been to a concert. So Dave and I are thinking a good idea for my first time for a concert will probably be what, Bakken?
That's it. We can go with festival.
Yeah.
That goes side on top mic.
Ooh.
That has a real cool.
We all know the tail is attached to the pants. The subwoofer goes in. So the tail is going to be grafted onto you, right? Gives shake that ass a whole new meaning. Well, that looks fun. Ooh, that looks really fun.
Down here is standing everywhere, the rest is sitting away.
Yeah. You know, like legit guys, if I could, I would totally like have a tail grafted. Because tails are cool. Like legit, like you look at dogs and cats and stuff with their tails, it's so cute and they're so Although to be fair, I wouldn't want a fleshy tail, I guess. So maybe not. I guess we're getting into furry territory now, huh? I'm a furry to the extent of I just want a tail. D&B stands for drum and butt wiggle. Yeah, butt wiggle. You can ask Dave, when I get really, really happy, my butt wiggles. Don't look it up. I think maybe... Hang on. You need to have an LED plug and a skirt so you can have under lighting for the Ow. I think I could maybe pull off a bear cosplay, but I'd have to dye my hair. And I don't know if I can do that level of dedication. But what color is your hair now, Bear? Don't look it up, but there's a weird female magician with shit like that. She regularly pops up in the r/interesting sub.
Yeah, with like lighters and a butt plug. Man. Bonk.
Yeah, nah. Meanwhile, I want a reptilian dragon tail and then learn how to hold stuff with it. More options for cooking. Right, Nardoon? So, Turbo Furry, I see. A cute, slimy mouse tail? If I had the tail like I have on my model, I wouldn't mind. I have very dark hair and you're black. Well, I mean, that would work, Bear. I mean, there are black bears. Well, there are. There are bears that are black with like a bit of a brown around the muzzle and the eyes. They're really cute. That explains your character in the DNA. When I was younger, I actually looked a lot like Daniel Radcliffe when he performed. Drake, no, I didn't know Bear did a face reveal. I bet Bear's cute. I mean, obviously he's cute. Hey, Kryn is the nicest murderer Beyblade that exists. Hey, it's okay to murder so long as you're nice about it. To be fair, he is. Crescent Moon Bear, Japan. I mean, the ref sheet I have is light brown hair. He did by accident during a Lego building stream. Right, crew members? Well, I mean... Bear, like, people would understand that you wouldn't want to dye your hair for that. If you're uncomfortable with it. And black would, you know, the dark color would still work. Nobody would judge, and if they do, let me know and I'll punch them. For being little fuckers. Drake of the Lake, what is your list? I don't think Bear heard that, so I'll repeat it for you, Dave. Dave says Bear is hairy and horny. I mean, honey. Damn it, Micah. I would have weird ick about makeup hair. I mean, that's fair. I mean, you don't have to cosplay Bear. Well, I have actually punched people before. But Dave did teach me how to throw a proper punch when I first got here. But growing up, I had a lot of bullies, and one of my bullies finally, like, came up and kicked me. And so I turned around and punched her in the face. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but lay your hands on me. And according to my brother, because I got suspended for my punching, as did the other girl. But my brother came back because I didn't notice, like, if I had hurt her or not, because I honestly didn't give a shit at the time. But my brother came home from school the next day. He's like, did you know you gave her a bloody nose? Now everybody in school is saying, like, you're the toughest girl in school. I was like, no. I'm just an little guy. But yes, don't lay your hands on people, and people won't lay their hands on you. Dave did. He taught me how to throw a good punch. And then eventually, in time, I would like to take boxing classes. Or learn how to box. I mean, with her history, I want to make sure that she knows how to punch someone in the ball till it cracks. Okay, hang on. I gotta go back up here.
Don't forget to start until they foam out of their mouth.
I don't think I could... Oh, wait, hang on. No, I need to go. But maybe I want to at some point, and in that case, I wouldn't want to half-ass. Okay, that's fair. About the cosplay. Drake of the 99 Dragons. I would need to shave off half my hair for a cosplay of my character. Honestly, Dave, I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, your hair is, like, amazing as it is. I think I might cry a little if you cut off half your hair.
Get me the thing. Time to make us cry.
Don't make me cry. Like, don't get me wrong. I think you would look good with an undercut. But...
I can do it right now.
But you also look good as you are. It'd take me a minute to get used to it. Like when you shave your beard to reset it.
Yeah, like that child system there.
Yeah.
And they go, stranger. You realize how much of your identity is tied to you.
I don't think I could cosplay. Like, I would need a fully air-conditioned armor or something, or else I'd melt. That's true, Nardoon. That is true. And that would, yeah. You'll be fine. Just go for some lighter armor. Yeah. Welcome to Germany. I'm gonna teach you to fight. Yep, yep. Zero tolerance, yep. I mean, with her history, I want to make sure that she knows how to punch someone in the balls till it cracks. That's also fair.
You have to punch.
Yes, I have to punch. You just raise your knee. Show off. Nah, I will just be the random guy walking around, thanks. You and I can be the random people walking around, that's fine. Except I might actually wear a little bit of the Dami Mommy outfit. Because, like, the Dami Mommy outfit's really cool. I like my outfit. Mousy came this close to leading her own gang in school. Oh god, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Mousy was the weird kid that was ostracized. I had like a small group of friends and that was it.
Yeah, but could have been your gang. You just needed some clothing and a cool gang sign. Explode shit or numbers. Heart of cards. Pounds. A ball.
I mean,
A dog. Everything can be a gang.
but hear me out. Armor with a kilt. Ooh. Nah, I feel super uncomfy. Like, I like my face and legs, but the rest of my body... Nardoon! I'm sure you're handsome. In this community, we bully our friends into liking themselves as they are. Exactly. Mousy lacks self-confidence a lot, so anything that improved that was a pun. Yes, we're still working on that. Mousy, my throat hurts. I told you not to push it so deep. Oh, whoa? Oh, whoa? You need me to take a step or two back, Drake. I don't know, the Dami Mommy outfit looks cool on your model, but it also seems like it'd be uncomfortable to wear IRL. I think the corset... Honestly, no, I'm gonna take that back because the top is supposed to be kind of like a corset. And with my current chest size, I don't trust wearing a corset. So no, I probably wouldn't wear a corset top. I would probably wear a halter top that looked similar. Yeah, because the outfit does look like it's more like a leather. And no, I wouldn't wear the leather. I'd do more of a... So I got these pants off EMP that had like these tears, and then under the tears like this lacy look. I love those pants so much. I'd probably wear something like that. Well, I mean, that's fair, but at the time when I made this model, we were going with the Lootsome thing. And part of the Lootsome is, you know, the Dami Mommy outfit being the lewd part, and this outfit is supposed to be the wholesome part. So, you know, okay, all sweet and kind, and but like, would I actually wear this dress IRL? No. I am too much of a tomboy for that. Yeah, I was thinking, like, probably the only skirt I would wear is, like, maybe, like, a shorter black skirt. Like, I know what I'm thinking of from EMP. Like, I saw one that, like, I actually fell in love with that I thought would look good with, like, a white tank top. Because I like wearing white tank top, like, halters and tank tops. Yeah, the dress would be hella impractical IRL. Wild Thing. Is that a German word? So I need to learn the English of bad thing.
Well, so they found catch wild animals, but the but to describe very wild. But the question you come from.
Mm, I mean, yeah, I could be wild. Oh well. I don't know, that's where... let's see. I'm curious now. Yeah, if you type it into Deep L, it comes up with Tomboy or Wild Catcher.
Like I've never seen. Yeah, really. Well, fun can be both.
Yeah, Micah says Tomboy does not have a good German word, to be honest. No one...
According to according to the lexicon, also contained a tunnel with bubble.
Yeah, that sounds like a word I would use for its more intended purposes. Actually, that reminds me that one guy from Elden Ring calls his servant a tomboy. I met that person at the round table or whatever. Okay. Where is it? Ah. Yeah, Mr. Vampire looking at us. Oh no, when I was young, my nickname was Daybug. So, okay. So, like, growing up, it was conflicting because, like, I grew up with my younger brother who was, like, what, like, about a year younger than me. And so we grew up closest, and so I typically played what he played. So I grew up enjoying Legos and the superheroes and all that jazz, but I did also enjoy my time with my Polly Pockets and Barbies and stuff. But when it came to things like outdoor stuff, I really liked doing what my brother did. And so that led to me being more of a tomboy. Unfortunately, the few times my father actually gave a damn, he wanted me to be a girly girl. And that wasn't me. Like, he was in total denial that I was his girly girl daughter. And instead of taking me to things like ball games and whatnot, he would take my quote-unquote tomboy cousin, who was actually more of a girly girl and into, like, the boy bands and everything. It's like, you have it so fucking backwards. Yeah. Honestly, I would... So, Um, Growing up, my favorite things to wear were comfy pants, so I like mostly like the gym shorts like Dave likes to wear, and a white tank top, or like, you know, like I said, like the halter tops. And during the cooler times, I'd just grab a hoodie. Those were my favorite things to wear. When I met my ex-husband, um, his quote-unquote adoptive mother did like the um, clothes shopping because she worked at a retail store, and she got, because she had been there for so long and everything, she got these amazing discounts. And she worked in the department where she actually put out the clothes, so she was able to find the good discounts as she was putting things out. So anytime she would get clothes for me, she would get things with bright colors and more feminine. So there was that. So when I did leave the house and wore clothes, it was usually not the things I liked, but, you know, just the things I had. And then, yeah, like at home, it's embarrassing, but at home, my husband was a nudist and expected me to be as well. So, like, if I put on clothes, like, because I was, like, cold or something, he'd be like, why are you wearing clothes? Just turn up the heat. You don't need to wear clothes. Or, like, even, like, when I started streaming, I don't like the idea of streaming naked. Like, that just felt so uncomfortable to me, so I'd always put on something when I streamed, or anything. And I don't know, it bothered him. So yeah, now that I'm here in Germany, I'm kind of figuring out my own style again, and the few times I've been able to pick out some clothing, I felt like I would run it by Dave because, you know, out of habit. And Dave's like, I don't care. I don't care, Mouse. I don't care, Mouse. And eventually he wrote a note saying Mouse can wear whatever the fuck she wants. Whatever the fuck she pleases. It is a nice feeling, but I'm still adjusting to getting used to sleeves because I don't like sleeves. So I need to get used to wearing sleeves again. I don't know why. I don't like the feeling of cloth on my arms. So yeah, I've kind of been looking at places like EMP, kind of making like a mental note of things I eventually want to get. Why do you think we told Mousy to book it out of there faster? That is true. It was very, very sudden and very scary. Oh, there are so many things I haven't shared on stream about him. A lot of it is because, quite frankly, it's embarrassing for me, or like, I feel embarrassed talking about it. We're working on it. But like... Okay. I can do this. One of the things that I cannot talk about is financials. Like, doing my GoFundMe is killing me right now. Because I don't like talking about money. Why? Because my ex-husband expected me to handle all the financials. And I struggled a lot with it. There were a number of reasons why I struggled. And every once in a while, he'd want to go over the financials with me. And he would sit down next to me. So, like, his face was, like, next to my face. And every time he saw something he didn't like, he would scream and yell about it. And I would beg him to either help me or take it over himself. And he wouldn't do it. So instead, anytime money came up in our conversations, it turned into me being yelled at. And when he would yell, he would be like inches from my face. And a lot of times, like, you know, he would slam the table and things like that. You can ask Dave. I'm not good with that at all. And even with Dave, like the person I trust most in this world, I still struggle to talk about my bank account.
Deliver.
Oh.
There was a second hug there.
So the first one was from Mike, and the squishy one was from Bear, right?
Oh, I went fast.
Ah. So the squishy one's from Micah. Got it.
Yeah, that would be more.
But yeah, there were things like that. There was things with our cat. So, like, I can tell you exactly when, I quote-unquote fell out of love with my ex-husband. And that was when we were thinking about adopting my twin niece and nephew. Because my sister is also a piece of shit. And she is also part of the reason for my PTSD. But, as we were, like, I think we had them with us for, like, over a year. We, because they had also been abused by my sister's previous partners. And so they obviously came with some of their own issues. My nephew got the worst of it. And, thank you for the follow, Angel Bear. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good day. But he got the worst of it. And so when he came to us, he was very timid, very shy, all that jazz. And because of his abuse, he had developed a nasty habit of lying. Which, you know, given how young he was and everything, that's fine. You can, you know, it's not gonna be, you know, be who he becomes. It can be corrected. And I worked with him on that, you know, you don't have to lie to avoid a beating. You're not gonna get beat. You may get in trouble, you may go to timeout, but you're not gonna get hit. But if my ex handled my nephew, he would get in his face and tell him to stop lying and man up. And I mean, this is a 6-year-old boy he was talking to like that. Now see, your prices are too high. I'm going to the Dollar General across the street. They got AC over there. Okay. But do they have cheese? And yeah, right then, seeing how he treated my nephew, like, that's just when it started. Not long after that, is during all that, I got diagnosed with my PTSD. And we found, through no fault of her own, my niece acted a lot like my sister. And that became a trigger for me. And so I talked to my mom, and my niece and nephew went back to my mom. Because it, you know, my place, obviously, between my ex and myself, wasn't going to be a good environment for them. I couldn't guarantee that. And then after that came how David would treat our cat, and anytime the cat made him mad, he would throw her up against the wall. And I remember we started having these, like, you could tell when she went to her litter box there was something off. Like, the smell wasn't right. And I would tell David that, or my ex that, you know, something's wrong with her. Oh no, she's fine. You're just being paranoid. Okay, fine, whatever. And I can't remember what happened that finally made me put my foot down. I said, no, I'm taking her to the vet because something is really wrong. I can't remember if, like, she kept getting sick or she wouldn't eat. It was something along those lines. But I was really worried for her. Now, keep in mind, the cat was supposed to be his responsibility. Because when we got her, I told him that I didn't want to be, like, cleaning up a litter box or anything, because I've had cats before. I know what goes into all of it, and I didn't want to do it again. And that was our deal. So I took her to the vet the first time. They were like, oh, she might have, like, an infection in her stomach or something, so they gave her a couple shots and sent us on our way. About a week after that, she would like to go out with Zelda and Apollo to, you know, just kind of get the fresh air and stuff. And, you know, I would let her go out and just chill out for a little bit, so long as she stayed on the porch. And so one night she decided she didn't want to come back in. And so I went out to grab her, and I picked her up. And her stomach, like, when I went to pick her up around her belly, she freaked out so bad that she legit, like, clawed her way into one of our cabinets and hid. And I told my ex she needs to go to the vet again, because that's not right. And he fucking fought with me on that. I told him she was in pain when I touched her stomach. Something's not right, and you're gonna fight with me on that? So, took her to the vet. They did a scan of her stomach. They found something in there. Unfortunately, they had to sedate her when they did the x-rays and stuff, and she never came out of it. Now that's all the things that didn't happen in our bedroom. Think of things that happened in our bedroom. So yeah. Not in the US. When you get married to a man in the US, your body belongs to him. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not in the US anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. Also, Dave, was in... So when things... Oh, that's where I was going with all that. So yeah, when things started going south and I had to leave here very suddenly, Dave, Stevie, and I think sometimes like Poffle and Zuzu and Sella would kind of rotate in and out, but it was mostly Dave and Stevie who would stay in Discord with me with an open mic. And Dave can attest, it was really scary. The first time when I told him that I wanted the divorce, he left for a while, for like a day or two. And then he came back and said he wanted to spend one more day together to see if we can't talk about it and work it out. And it's like, well, this is technically your house, there ain't nothing I can do about it, so whatever. And when he first came in, he promised me that if I said things like, hey, don't touch me or things like that, he would be respectful of it. Dave, was he respectful of that? Yeah, he was not happy you guys called the police. He was really not happy. Sorry, let me catch up on chat. Man up talk toxic, yes. Man up talk is so fucking toxic. I hate it. Little kids, little boys, all boys, all men are allowed to feel emotion. And you know, act accordingly. As a matter of fact, that's why I've become such a crybaby since coming to Germany. Because my dad was also one of those, you know, man up, you don't cry. So anytime me or my siblings would cry, it became an issue. Like, in the 12 years I was with my ex-husband, I can count on one hand how many times, like, I broke down and cried. But since coming here to Germany, it tends to happen quite a bit. You get a free shopping in the dark experience here at the supermarket. That's true. How dare your nephew not be an adult, right? Cheese in a can, 100% made with real cheese. Like real cheese or plastic cheese? Also, Dave, don't do the 6 feet under thing, do the pig farm thing. Easier to hide the body, and we still need you around. Can't have you in jail. Mousy ain't even telling the worst things yet. We get him the chicken after the death by 1,000 toothpicks thing, sending you the oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you managed to get out before America got as it is. One more blessing in disguise, right? But yes, Germany is so much better that I can now actually leave the house on my own and not panic. Yeah, I did. That happened pretty quickly, yeah. I still have nightmares on and off. Not as many as I used to. I've only had one.
You used to have one every.
Yeah, I used to have them nightly. And that's not exaggerating. I've only had one night terror since I've been here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know if it's to Dave's dismay or not, but I actually stand up to Dave a bit more now.
Oh, that's good. What's 6 tons of stuff?
I'll tell him he's being an ass now when he's being an ass. Oh yeah, and I joke back with him a lot, like, you know, like I'll call him an asshole and shit now. It took me a while to get used to that. And I can wear what I want. And I can say what I want. That's really nice, too. God, that sounds terrible. So, like, when I picked up streaming, back when I was with my ex-husband, if he was in the same room with me as I was streaming and I said something he didn't like, he would legit, like, be like, don't say shit like that. Don't talk about stuff like that. You know, things like that. EU Fanta not only tastes better, it also has, even if it's a little, orange juice. Orange juice. Okay, let's not talk about sad things anymore. Not there, not in that situation anymore. We're here, and we're happy. Yes, I want to hear something funny.
The Kansas mom sues porn site because her son visits at the bank.
That sounds like the US, yeah. How dare there be...
It's a ghost and more than that could have been you.
Not wrong. Yeah, the US. How dare there be icky sights for my child that can possibly see them as their husband looks at those same sites. Okay, so are made with real Girl Scouts. Yummy. So I have a funnish story. Okay, share. Wait until they read the ingredients. That's what those Republicans were talking about, using them. Nope. Nope. A friend of mine who's also in my Pathfinder game is not having the greatest day today, so we VC'd to distract her a bit. Okay, so far so normal. And I cannot keep my mouth shut when it comes to spoilers because... exciting world and shit. You mean spoilers from your Pathfinder? I'm assuming. Aww. I mean, yeah, in a way that's an oof, but at the same time that's kind of cute. Hashtag they're cute. The good thing is that none of them play RuneScape, so they Oh god. I love you, Bear. I did, though, pretend that the fat Egyptian crocodile goddess is art I found on FA because I couldn't tell that it's concept art from... Yeah, I want to play Pathfinder, but no, my DM wants to play another system. Yeah, that is true. Hang on, catch up with something on the side. One day. Hang on. No sleep, only mousy? I'm sleepy, but I don't want to go to. Aw, Drake. You should get some good eats. FA links are rank especially high on my Google searches for. No sleep, only mousy, only squeaks. One day when I have more time, I'll host another PF campaign if you want to join. I think I'll head off though. Sleepy as shit and need do some less chores before bed. Thank you for stream. Have fun. Have a good night, Dardoon. I love Dardoon. Sleep well. Take my sword, my axe, and my lovely Leshy Dragon Wizard. Yeah. Yeah, like a dark green. I like dark green. Okay, what was I doing? I've lost all. Wait. I want to see. Is he online in Discord? I want to see if a friend's around because I kind of got an itch to do a zooter. Yeah, I answered dark green. Yeah. Actually, speaking of TTRPGs, how's Zuzu's new campaign and Popple's Discord going? It's going well. I'm not sure if I should. I can't really catch you up because, like, the last 2 sessions, I myself wasn't there because of me. But it's really fun and really chaotic. I mean, exactly what you would expect. Now see, there's a game with a sexy character coming to PC, and I'm tempted to pre-order it because of the extra skin suits for her. Thanks for telling me it's okay to spend money on it. You're the best. So long as you take care of yourself first, that's all that matters. Honestly, Bear, I'm drawing a blank. I have one thing in my head and one thing only. And I think we're gonna switch to it. Wait, I need to save. I have one thing and one thing only in my head, and I hate it right now. I hate it so freaking much. I got Elden Ring on my brain. I blame Dave. This is Dave's fault. Yes, it's your fault. Elden Ring. Let's get rid of that.
Are you
I was thinking about Vintage Story. But Elden Ring is more in my mind right now. Like, they're both in my mind. I mean, you got a point, Micah. You got a point. Defend against that, Dave. Yes, and Supermarket Simulator stands for superior.
What do you need?
It's better than Elden Ring. Supermarket Simulator is better than Elden Ring. I'm satisfied with it too. Okay, let's get that updated. That's updated. Okay, let's get rid of studio mode because I don't like studio mode. Elden story, vintage ring. You must find the lost ring to propose to your girlfriend. Your grandmother hid it somewhere in her attic. Good luck. Yes, that was a bit loud. Okay. Yeah. Um. Allows for radio control of a. New game. Okay, I think that looks good on stream. I hope you play a mage, because mages are better than any other kind of playstyle. Yeah, I already have one in the co-op run, so I'll probably do something different in this one. Wow, Dave, calling me freaking weak-minded. Huh? Hmm? You cast spells with puny sticks. I turn my head into a dragon via the sheer belief into my muscles.
Rasenutensel. Literally turned my head into a dragon by believing into my muscles.
Go Wretch. Wretch best start. Weave class. That means you also have a solo run. This will be the start of my solo run, yeah. I'm gonna make her like my Pathfinder character, although I can't make her like a hyena. Okay. So I have to name this like Awful would name it. Owls. Oh. Yeah. I would be down for that. Does that mean you'd be open for a co-op supermarket simulator run next to your... Yes, it does. Yes, 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 it does. A church spy out of a Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have to do that. That would be super, super fun. Yeah, we're gonna need... Those are just some of another world, long lived but seldom born. I can see why. Night folk. Features of those known as night folk, few in number, they were said to bleed silver long ago. Hmm. 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 So yeah, let's go back a little bit this way. Ah. The most fun in Elden Ring I had with if you play like Redacted, you can do Redacted. It's so Okay, I take off here too. Wish you all good night, bear. Sleep well. Okay. Hmm. Oh god, that was ghastly. One. Hmm. Okay, hang on. F5 goes my morning alarm. Damn. Damn indeed. Oh. Okie dokie has good lurks, and if you fall asleep, has good keeps. are fine. Nose is fine. Hmm. There we go. I like that better. Blah, blah, blah. Probably do it more like that. What was my favorite kid TV show? Oh. Depends on what age of childhood you mean. Because, you know, like when you're little, it was things like Curious George and Mr. Rogers and Barney. But then as I got older, it became things like oh, Bananas and Pajamas. That was another one. It became things like Rugrats. I don't know, so many. Barney was super cute. I don't get how people could have an issue with it. Everybody called it cringe. I liked Barney. Oh, that was a little after my time, but I do remember my cousins and them watching it, and I actually watched it on Amazon Prime to help me with my German, and it's very, very cute. Oh, that's bad. I guess we all like. Oh, of course, Pokemon. Oh, and Sailor Moon. Yeah, Sailor Moon was a good one. That one was just a tad bit after my time. I imagine I'll probably have Dave. I don't know if Dave likes it or not. But if he does, I imagine he'll probably have me watch it at some point. Zelda. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I need to, oh, let's see, Pokemon. I don't know, I put a lot of things on my Amazon watch list. I actually grew up with more of the, cartoons that my mom watched, like the Jetsons and the Flintstones and Jabberjaw and, Scooby-Doo, like the OG Scooby-Doos. Those are really fun shows to watch.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
I want to go here real quick. Yeah, I need to do the settings for. I did. Do I? Oh, there we go. What about you? Are you ready? First off, good luck and then praise the message. Huh? Rump required ahead. Though the path be broken and certain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Oh yes, I will be the Elden Lady. Such bloodstain. Why do I keep seeing people running around me?
Because you're clicking.
Oh.
That shows you about that. The white ones are players that is red. Oh, that's good.
Ah. Interesting. Jumping required ahead.
Finger butthole.
Left. Try jumping. If only I had a lover. Elden Ring, oh Elden Ring. Wherefore art thou, Elden Ring? Praise the message, and then behold, secret passage. What? Yeah, I'm a barbarian lady. Rawr. Oh, I died. I tried blocking. It did not work.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Violate my golden order, it will. Yes, my warrior's blood. Okay, you know what? We're gonna... Maybe it will be revived. You fight these fights. Okay. Got my flask reset. Right trigger. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attack. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Fun. Y plus these two wields with both hands. Ah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I'll see smash. Armaments have special abilities called skills. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Ah. Oh, I only have to hit it once. I thought I had to hold it. Some attacks. Give you a chance. Ooh. Okay, I see. Upon dying, you will be revived the last site of grace that you visited. However, there's a stake of America near where you died. You can choose to revive there instead. Immediately after unlocking. Shit, I was not prepared. Where did my weapon go? Yeah. Hmm. I can get anything from it? No. And open. Sesame. Anyways. Hmm. Use tarnish for the herald finger to write a gold summon sign. No, I'm very lady. Money, 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 money. Okie dokie. You know, I wasn't supposed to stream tonight. I took over for Dave. And I'm kind of like ready to call it. So we're gonna raid into somebody. Wah, 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 wah. Who shall we raid? There's so many people. Tell everybody to stop streaming. I should be the only streamer. Like, oh my god. Let's see. Let's raid Miv. Not very often I get to raid. Yeah, Miv is doing cute things with her girlfriend. And Miv is adorable. Yeah, we raid Miv. Because Miv is so cute. So there you go. There's a raid message if you so choose to use one. I might be back tomorrow, or Dave might take my spot because I took his raid spot tonight. So we'll see. But either way, I will definitely be back Thursday. I don't know what we'll be doing Thursday, but we'll be doing something. I actually want to plan another crowd control zooter for you all at some point. I don't know if it'll be this Sunday or next Sunday, but we'll see. I also got some ASMR videos to put up for you all to work on. But yeah, let's raid Miv. Let's go say hi to Miv, who's doing cute things with her girlfriend. And I will see you all either tomorrow or Thursday. Bye-bye.